Welcome back to the Pats Podcast. I'm your host, Philip Hensler, and together, we're going to explore different facets of athletic training, our colleagues, and their stories. So stick around. Let's be better athletic trainers. Welcome back to the Pats Convention. For this podcast, we are talking with Tanya. Tanya is our District 2 Director with the NATA.
Yes.
Thank you so much for taking some time and coming to sit down and chat.
Thank you. I love it. It's great.
Is it not awesome to be back in person?
It is awesome to be back in person. It's really what it's about. The last 2 years, just looking into a computer, addressing everybody. It's just not the same. Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about what your role is as the director of District 2 and what you do for our memberships.
All right. Well, District 2 comprises of Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Delaware, and Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Delaware, New York. Okay. And what we do there is represent the members of the NATA on the board. We drive direction and help advance the profession.
Awesome.
And it's just really important to me, to make a difference while we're here. So
how did you get involved with the NATA and running for the district position, the director position?
Oh wow, that's a really long answer. But I first started off working a little bit with Council on Employment.
Okay.
So it's like emerging markets, expanding markets. I helped in expanding secondary schools across the nation back when we did a study. We did a market penetration plan, and that's all volunteer. And it was just really rewarding to do that initially, get those numbers on the books, and then come up with the strategy. And then what we did was we went across the country and spoke about your value, and spoke about negotiations and helped to expand secondary schools across the nation, because I really do think it's a need and still is a big need. And so that's kind of how it started, and then it evolved from there. What can I do? This is near and dear to my heart. And like I said, I see a need out there, and I want to make a difference while I'm on this planet. So
that's awesome.
Yeah,
I love it. Where do you still work full-time as an athletic trainer?
So I'm officially retired, 31 years.
Congratulations.
From a secondary school.
Okay.
And so I was working part-time at Princeton, just kind of per diem, and then the pandemic hit.
Okay.
And so they asked me to come on with the university, their University Health Services, Global and Community Health.
Okay.
And so basically I am doing everything COVID, do it from home.
Okay.
Contact tracing, vaccinations, checking to make sure.
Another athletic trainer stepping up and just absolutely killing it in the medical profession. Just the resource that we offer our clients and our patients is just, that's amazing.
It is. And you know what? You just hit it on the head. We're able to because we are athletic trainers and we do what we do, we are able to see those things and kind of transition and make a difference in other areas. And that's why we were so vital during this time, So
I love seeing the stories about athletic trainers, picking up hours in the hospital or getting involved with their school at that high level of developing these standards or the protocols that we need to do to keep our athletes safe and keep athletics going. It truly made me proud to be an athletic trainer.
Absolutely.
I can't say anything less than that.
Absolutely. And just as healthcare providers, it shined a light on us because of how athletics are. And, everybody was concerned, can you compete? Can you do? Well, the athletic trainers are there, they can do that. And I can tell you what I'm seeing now is even in hospital settings and like global and community health as well, where they're seeing that and athletic trainers are stepping in to help in a lot of different areas, even still now.
I would love to see more people, more organizations hire athletic trainers in those roles and really expand the settings that we can work in. Make it a little bit easier to get that schedule, that work-life balance that everybody is always looking for.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So if you weren't an athletic trainer, what would you be doing?
That is really hard. I would say in different parts of my life, I would be different things,
Okay.
you know. In the beginning, I wanted to be a dancer, so there you go.
All right.
I didn't, and obviously that didn't pan out. No, I fell in love with athletic training, and I can't imagine right now doing anything else.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. My career started, my parents were pushing me, oh, be a doctor, and I just did
I
athletic
want to
training.
enjoy work. I like this. Yeah.
Exactly. Where else can you start from knowing the person? I'm talking about secondary school and probably in collegiate and stuff as well. And you're with that student. In some cases, you had their brothers and sisters and everything else. You've known them since they were 5 years old, and they go through and
Their family is almost your family at that point.
Yeah, and they come to you and they depend on you, and then just to be able to see them get better. They have an injury, you're there for them, you're their support system in so many different things, not just injuries, right? And then you see them, score that touchdown or get that trophy or whatever, and you're so excited for them, and then you see them graduate, and it's just, you're there for them all the time, and a lot of times because you have that perspective, it's something unique that I don't think very many healthcare professionals have. Do you know what I'm saying?
No, I agree.
Because you interact with them all the time. You're on the sidelines with them. It's a really awesome profession.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I absolutely love it. So we're in Hershey, the sweetest place in the world.
I love chocolate, so that's perfect.
What's your favorite candy?
Oh, my favorite candy.
What are you buying this afternoon at Chocolate World before you leave town?
Ooh, Butterfingers.
Butterfingers.
Is Butterfingers Hershey? I don't even know.
I have no idea.
I love Butterfingers.
Okay.
But I pretty much won't turn down any chocolate, so just saying. Dark chocolate's my favorite, though. Special dark. Special dark.
All right, so you kind of hit on a lot of this, but last question we ask everyone. What does being an athletic trainer mean to you?
It means making a difference every day in our patients' lives. And I can't imagine, like you said, just doing anything else. It's really special. So,
Awesome.
There's a lot more I want to say off of that.
There's an you can just see the emotion. You can see just the pride and joy you have of being an athletic trainer. And I think that speaks highly of our profession, and I think the majority of our cohorts would second that.
Can I share? I have to share something with you.
Please.
Because I have to tell you, I have the privilege of doing a lot of things nationally, and one of the things that we did is I did an interview with USA Today. And I remember talking to, and he was the sports section person, and he did a lot of interviews with professional athletes and everybody. And he said when he was doing the interview and he came out to the school and everything, and he said to me, I want you to know I interview so many people about their jobs. And he said, there is something about athletic trainers. They have so much job satisfaction and so much passion, more than I've seen in any other profession. And that just hit home to me and still does. And I think about that all the time. And we need to be proud of that. I mean, there's definitely things that we always need to improve on. And, that's something that I got involved in so that we can work on those things.
People notice the pride in our jobs. They notice they recognize that, and it's always heartwarming.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, thank you so much for stopping by. This has been absolutely wonderful. I've had a blast.
Yeah, awesome.
If anybody needs to reach out to you, anything they want you to bring up to NATA, how can they get a hold of you?
Director at nata.org at any point. You can even give me a call. Linda Mazzoli has my number, so it's fine.
Awesome.
But yeah, seriously. I have a lot of people that reach out to me, and you know what? It's asking those questions, asking those hard questions. That's how we find solutions. And I don't want anybody to ever hesitate to give me a call and say, hey, I have a problem with this. Because like I said, when you find problems, you're vocal, you you find answers.
Well, be
you know?
prepared after this episode's released. Your inbox is going to be full.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Well, thanks again for stopping
right.
by. It's wonderful to meet you.
It was awesome talking to you.
Enjoy the rest of your
All
weekend.
right, thank you.
Well, this brings us to the end of another fantastic episode of the Pats Podcast. If you liked what we did here, please remember to like and consider subscribing to the episodes. Leave a comment if you have any questions, or you want to hear any topics, or if you want to become involved in helping with the podcast. Until next time, I'm Philip Hensler, and this was the Pats Podcast.